What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Just wanted to give you guys a little update on the boat project here. Yeah, I know my garage is a disaster. I've got a bunch of projects going and I need to clean it, but so I got the Humminbird unit all mounted up. You can see here I ran the power cable just from the side like I said I was going to in the last video. And then for the transducer, I kind of ran out of time, so I had to throw it in here quick, but it's kind of a temporary solution I'm going to test out. But I mounted it here. I wrapped the deucer wire around the trolling motor one time, and then I electrical taped it. And then I just took the wire loosely and ran it up through the coiled trolling motor power cable. And then I've just got it coiled here and then plugged into the unit. So it's a pretty temporary solution, but I didn't want to spend a bunch of time working on it just to have to change it. So I'm going to test it and see how I actually like it mounted to the motor, because every time you turn the motor it's going to be turning the graph. So I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. So I'm going to go out today and test it. It's finally warm out here in Iowa. It's 80 degrees and sunny, so beautiful spring day in Iowa. I'm not sure what the water temperatures are, if they're even in the 60s yet. They should be close. We were out on the river it was probably 2 weeks ago now, and it was 50, so they should be getting darn close if they're not there already into the 60s. So hopefully we can catch some bass today. I'm going to take my wife out. She doesn't really like being on camera, so probably won't film a ton of it, but I'll try and get you guys a little bit of footage if we do get into some bass. So stay tuned. We'll see you at the boat ramp. Sad news. So the full review on the Helix 7. We went fishing Sunday and it was just super windy, like 25 miles an hour winds, and so all the video footage I have was pretty much useless. There's no audio. So I just wanted to get back with you and kind of close the loop on this install video. Show you the unit. This is how I got it finished mounted on the ram mount. And then I have the temporary power wire, like I showed, just running behind the panel. And then I just quick temporary through the transducer on the trolling motor. So I used the mount that I bought. As you can see, it comes with a hose clamp, and then it just has that little steel bracket that Humminbird makes for it. Took the deucer wire, wrapped it around the motor one time, and then just electrical taped it in place. And you can see the wire's just loose. Probably got, I don't know, about a foot of slack in it. And then ran it up through the coiled Minn Kota trolling motor power wire. And it worked pretty good. We fished 2 smaller lakes on Sunday. Didn't catch a ton of fish, but that's besides the point. The water temperature was still cold. It was hovering right around 60. The first lake we went to, it was between 55 and 58, and then the second lake we went to was between 59 and 61. So in another week or two, the bass are going to get fired up and start bedding, but it was kind of a dud. I think we caught 6 fish total, all just tiny little dinks. So, but I just want to close this video out, kind of show you the setup and what I finished off with. Plan on doing a bunch more fishing this summer, so I'll do a review once I learn it. I actually did enjoy having the transducer mounted to the trolling motor, being able to turn it. And I actually did find several trees. I've fished these lakes, I don't know, probably 30-40 times last year. And I found several trees just with the side imaging that I never knew existed on the bottom of the lake. So that in itself is going to be super helpful for getting fish that are out in deeper water. I enjoy more fishing up in the brush along the banks, but when they're not biting up there and you need to find them out deep, this is definitely going to be a useful tool. So here's just the other side. Show you how I have it all mounted up. And like I said, just leaving this loose worked fine. You have to watch it when you're deploying your trolling motor and bringing it in so you don't get it pinched in any of these joints. But really it wasn't too big of a deal. Normally I'm not moving around a ton. Most of the lakes in Iowa are pretty small, so at most you're putting it in and out 5 times in a day. Fishing 5 different areas, trolling along the banks, along brush. So I enjoy it. I think the unit's going to be an awesome advantage over what I had before. So I'm excited to see what this summer brings. But thanks again for everybody that's been liking, commenting, subscribing. You guys are awesome, and we'll see you on the next one.